Hi, this is Kevin O'Brien, your Flannery O'Connor Book Club host. This is a short introductory video about the book club. If you want more info, click up there, the links about me, about the book club, etc. Why am I doing this? I love Flannery O'Connor. Not just that, but I teach for Homeschool Connections, which is an online resource for homeschoolers all over the world. And I've taught many different authors, from G.K. Chesterton, and that's my G.K. Chesterton signature cap, to Shakespeare, Plato, Hilaire Belloc, C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien, papal encyclicals. And of everybody I've taught, no one has come anywhere close to affecting my students and their very lives the way Flannery O'Connor has. She's not only an amazing writer, she was an incredible human being, and her literary output is the result of that. So we will read not only her stories and eventually her novels, but also selections from her letters, her essays, her prayer journals, and so forth, to get to know not only the fiction, but the person of Flannery O'Connor. Now, let me give you a little insight as to how I'm going to approach these stories. I think in every work of fiction that Flannery wrote, she gives us characters who have inflated a balloon full of hot air, a balloon full of unreality, an artificial existence. And something comes along and pops that balloon and brings the character back to reality in sometimes a violent and disturbing way. That needle that pops the balloon is the grace of God. Or if you prefer, if you're not a Christian, and I was an atheist for many years, I became an atheist at the age of 9 and eventually became a Catholic, of all things. If you prefer and you don't want to think of the needle as the grace of God, it's reality itself at its most profound that corrects the hubris and the unreality of the characters that Flannery is portraying. Let's begin this book club by discussing one of her stories. By the way this will work, I will post little video lectures and sometimes written essays, and you guys can comment in the comment section. And we can do a back and forth in the comment section as we discuss each work that we're reading. Also, occasionally we will have live video club meetings like webinars. I think we'll use Zoom for that so we can see each other and talk back and forth. I will record these live meetings and also post them here on the website. So if you can't attend live, you can watch the live meetings. So that will be the plan as to what we're going to do. And we're only going to do a story a month, interspersed with letters and other things, at least to begin with, because everybody I know is crazy busy, as am I. And if you don't believe it, click on About Me and see all the mad stuff that I'm doing. Flannery O'Connor's collected works. Here's what we're going to start with in August of 2018. August 3rd will be the anniversary of Flannery's death. We're going to start with her collection of short stories, and we'll start with the first story in that collection, which is one that's going to have a punch, as all of her stories do. It's going to hit you, and it's going to hit you in the gut. But then I'll try to explain it and show how it's actually deeply spiritual and religious. The story is A Good Man is Hard to Find, which is the title of that collection of short stories. So let's discuss that by August. I'll put a video lecture up by then. And we'll discuss in the comment section, and I'll also let you know when we're going to meet live. A few other things. The caveat, which I've also posted here, up there, reader beware. Flannery's stories are sometimes violent, sometimes shocking. Because God and the awesome presence of God can be violent and shocking. And His grace changes us, but we resist it. So she gets our attention through the violence and the grotesqueness of her stories. But also, of course, she uses language that her characters would have used. She quotes them saying words that are no longer in fashion, which is a good thing. But they are racist words, and she uses them, she has her characters use them. So be prepared for that, but they're in context. She's not endorsing the N-word when she uses it. She's showing her characters using it, which was part of Southern mid-20th century culture. And so, if you're young, high school student, talk to your mom and dad if they want you to be in this book club. Otherwise, adults, atheists, Catholics, Buddhists, Protestants, you're all welcome. We're going to have a blast. A good man is hard to find, starting in August.